Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is the Floor Oracle. My name is Jenny, and today we're gonna get right into it. We're talking about love messages, anything that wants to come through, guidance, where you're at, like an energy check essentially today. And I'm filming this just before Valentine's, so I thought it was fitting to do a love reading. There's three groups for y'all to choose from. First group here is this Jasper. I'm not quite sure what it is, to be honest. I got it at my local crystal store, and she wasn't even sure. It was the last one left. Group number one. Group number two is this citrine. Beautiful point. Peace as well. That is number two. And group number three, you have this Inca jade. All right. So, when you are feeling like you know what your pile is, then you can scroll down to the comment box below and there will be timestamps for your reading. Hi, group one. Welcome. You guys chose this Jasper or unidentified red crystal, and this is going to be your reading. All about love and where you're at in a current connection. We're reading the energies of that. And even if you're single or in a situationship, separation, I'm just going to be reading the energies of the cards. So you may find that you have different messages in different groups if this doesn't exactly resonate. But if you were drawn to this pile, then there is most likely a resounding message for you. So let's get into it. I have some advice cards that we're going to end with, but oracle to get this baby going, and then I'll explain how I'm feeling. Okay, number 38, fourth chakra. This is your primary card. This is the overall energy. Archangel Raphael. When I was shuffling, I'm sorry for the glare, you guys, as well. Archangel Raphael is very powerful. He is one of the archangels, as you see, and if you're into biblical study and text, you know that as well. He is the Heart Chakra Association, so he is working with you right now 100% to reintegrate meaningful, unconditional love into your life. Let's keep going before I fully get stuck on Archangel Raphael. Past life relationship. You've known each other before. Wow. Stay optimistic about your love life. Expect miracles. Wow. And I want to put them all where y'all can see. Expect miracles. That's beautiful. A leg up, number 34. Okay. And poised. Okay. And we're going to look at these after. Group number one. Okay, let me just have a sip and then we'll get into it. Starting with Archangel Raphael again. I feel like there's just, most of you are single or just recently met somebody at the time you are watching this video. Like there is a new energy I'm picking up more than anything. There is hope. There is, when I was shuffling, I had this voice come to me and say, surrender as well. Surrender was just clear cut. So you may need to surrender something or are already in the process of doing that. And Spirit is saying, keep doing that, keep going, because what you're surrendering is expectations, and timing is very important here. I feel like this is my group. Wow, I feel very resounding with this message. But that's not the point. This is about you guys. It's about surrendering and letting the divine, letting your guides, letting the higher power help you here. They don't want to see you suffer anymore. And this being your primary energy as well, I'm called to this hand-carved artwork here. It's the sun and the moon. So this is a very powerful connection. You guys have a past life together. There's a deep familiarity, kinship. Golfing just came through. I don't know why. You could meet this person when you were in a golfing type situation, or just in warmer weather when golfers tend to be out more. Only take that if it resonates. Could be a hobby of theirs. But yeah, you're surrendering, and Archangel Raphael is here to help soften your heart and help you transmute any lingering pain that you are holding on to, not just from past relationships that are romantic, but it goes as far back as your childhood, I feel. So call in support when you need it. Call in your guides. Call in the essentials and the truth. When you are feeling down, when you are feeling in despair, because I feel like you guys have been in that state when it comes to your love life, a little confused and in a despair type energy because everyone around you is having babies or leveling up or getting married, whatever it is. And there's a sense of impatience here, which is why surrender came through very clearly as I was shuffling. And Archangel Raphael flipped over. So yeah, that is definitely key, is surrendering, group one. And you will feel and reap the rewards once you meet your person. Most of you, I feel like you haven't. This is in the near future. But for those who are already in a happy relationship where you have surrendered a lot already, you have let go of certain habits, you've let go of what other people think, family included, you are with the right person. You will know in your heart. And with this here, this indicates that your heart will be very aligned with the person you're meant to be with. You will be in a healthy state, physically, mentally, and spiritually, as you combine lives with this person. You may not recognize them at first as being as important as they are. But as time goes on, what I'm hearing is the relationship will evolve. A leg up here. 34 reduces to 7 in numerology. And 7 is all about spirituality, the divine, and spouses. To me, it always reminds me of the 7th house. So this person could very well be your life partner, whether you are in the process of planning for a life together or getting married, moving in together. Some of you, I do feel like this is something that person will want, and vice versa, because there is such a kinship here, because you're so comfortable around each other, because your hearts get each other, even though you're different in stark ways. Your hearts just get each other. You have the same heart, and being around each other helps you feel more balanced. Okay, with this poise card, number 48. This person's presence in your life is going to bring you a lot of peace. It's going to bring you um, a clearer outlook, on what you want and what you deserve. I think you know you deserve love, and you've healed a lot of wounds around that. If that resonates, if you didn't feel lovable or past partners really left that impression on you because it didn't work out for X, Y, and Z. But this person coming in is going to be reminding you and showcasing so clearly why those past relationships didn't work out. And they're going to be a strong foundation in your life. She is on a pillar. She is on her tippy toes, and she is getting ready to fly, This imagery is very strong in the sense that she is getting ready to take off, and it's like a leap of faith. You'll be taking a leap of faith with this person when you meet them, when you decide to open up, and vice versa. And I feel like you'll meet them when you're at a stage in life where you're making different choices, where you're healing from the past in general. You're kind of rediscovering who you are, and you still feel like something's missing, group one. And this person comes in exactly when they're meant to. Let's expect miracles. It's better than you could have ever hoped for. I almost want to cry. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Past life relation. You need to stay optimistic though. With these two cards, this sticks out more than the past life, because you do have a tendency to get into analysis paralysis, and your guides really don't want you to do that. That's what has stopped you from realizing the love that is innate in you, and stopped you from ultimately attracting this person. Be present. It's okay if you don't have these thoughts all the time, I feel like you're the type of group that always likes to be thinking about something, that likes to stay busy, and then it leads you down certain pathways in your mind where you are just over analyzing everything. I'm hearing creeping, so you could creep a lot of your exes or vice versa online. And no judgment. I feel like it's more so you guys, where you tend to creep people who you find mysterious or interesting, or your exes, just to see how they're doing. Sometimes, not all the time, not major creeper vibes, but that is something coming through. And it's just making me chuckle. I feel like your guides chuckle at the thought of this, at the fact of you doing this, and only take that if it resonates. But wow, I regress. What I was saying is you need to kind of reel that back in and spend more time with yourself and just being present, because you will meet this person when you're in that state of being present, being here in the moment, and feeling more stable within yourself. Past life relationship, you will definitely feel a kinship with this person, but I don't think you're going to realize how important they are until it evolves, until you spend more time with this person. And once you have that aha moment, group one, I think it's going to be so evident for both of you. It's going to be like a magnet I'm seeing, where you're just like, okay, here we are, like attached at the hip, but in a very healthy way, where you still give each other your space, where you respect each other, and you have your own lives in between, cultivating a beautiful one together. It's like a magnet coming together, and it's never going to be able to be pulled apart. Never. Your guys' relationship, once you come together and choose each other, is so strong, is so stable, and just honestly so beautiful. I want to cry the more I talk about it. So expect to level up in love very, very soon. Exactly when you're meant to, at the right time. And if you're already in this energy, congratulations. That's so beautiful, and I'm so happy for you. Okay, we're going to look at, actually, we're going to clarify this past life. Actually, a leg up. That's what I want to clarify more than anything with the tarot. Just to get some characteristics of this person and what they're going to leg up with you. What exactly is this energy? Oh my God, the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. So divine timing for sure. Fixed signs. That's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Capricorn, I think. Taurus, Leo, Capricorn could be significant, as well as those seasons. But the timing doesn't really matter because you can't screw this up. It's just going to bring a very fortunate change into your life. And you're going to, what I'm hearing is also be more comfortable in expressing yourself once this person comes into your life. Oh, wow. Didn't mean to do that, but it's like this, I don't know if you caught that. It did a full spin. Yeah, it's going to be very quick. A very quick recognition of each other. And then it only goes up from there. What else is this person going to be doing with a leg up? What is this energy exactly? Death. Okay, that's powerful. And 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. So they're going to help you transform and envision and build so much abundance in your life, Group 1. Death is Scorpio energy. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius energy. So those two seasons could also be very prominent. You could be transforming right before you meet this person, and then they are a big part of your evolution, because they show you sides to yourself and what you truly value just by being together, just by having conversations. You're going to have a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of chivalry, Knight of Cups below that. A lot of chivalry in this relationship. They're never going to stop chasing you, and they're not going to pressure you to do things that you aren't ready for, which I think has been the case in the past. You may have been a bit of a serial dater or love bombed by people, and then it's not built on a solid foundation, so it falls apart. But we're not talking about the past. We're talking about this person. The leg up is indicating that you will be transformed and inspired and full of love. Like, it's overflowing. I feel like you're going to have so much more energy and so much more vitality and humility once you meet this person. So, so beautiful. Really, do expect miracles and stay optimistic. That's very fitting, these two cards. That is key to bringing this person in and to keeping this relationship at a steady, evolving pace if you're already in it. Okay, Group 1. Your message is pretty clear, and I don't want to spoil it for you by getting too deep into it, because there's a lot of divine timing at play, and Spirit just wants me to tap in and read the energy more than anything. You guys have been manifesting this. You're attracting them day by day, especially if you haven't met them yet. They're coming in, and you will recognize them. One way you will recognize them is, well, it's going to be different for all of you, but it's just going to be a calm feeling more than anything. And it could be very funny how you meet them. Like, the circumstances under how you meet could be very unexpected. And like that's why golfing came through at the beginning. So it could be something like that where you're at a spot you don't really necessarily go, something you don't normally do, and you meet there and it takes off. Okay, let's look at what is going to be different for all of you. I just feel like when you meet this person, you'll know, and a sign of that is a feeling of inner peace and a feeling of like respect. Yeah, like this person is going to respect you and be curious about you, and it may start off as it will start off slow, as a slow build. I don't think this person is going to love bomb you, and it's just going to be a lot of curious conversation and reciprocity. Even though when you meet, it may not be immediate, that's okay. Spirit is saying it has to take time. And it will take time to evolve into this solid foundation, which is what you need and what you deserve, quite frankly, after everything you've been through. Okay, let's look at your advice cards. Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. That's so beautiful. Number 41. So cultivate more love. Keep cultivating love. Tap into the source of love that's within you. Listen to music. You may pick up on this messages from this person if you're more intuitive, especially around certain full moons. Listening to music and being around those who you love that are healthy, in healthy relationships, doing things that you love. Like, I don't know why my mind keeps going back to the golfing, whether you're just participating by proxy or doing something that you really enjoy. That's when this person is going to come in, like literally when you least expect it. And your last card is Hawk Spirit, number 32. Number 32, let Spirit be your guide. So these animals, both birds, can be significant here. 32 and 41. There is a slight age difference between you guys, is what I feel. Not major, but enough where you're like, okay, I'm a bit older than them, or vice versa. And you guys will just complement each other so well. So your advice with Hawk Spirit is when you're not sure, tune into your guidance. If you don't know what to do, it's because you're not meant to do anything at this time. Group 1, I really am so excited for you. It was such a pleasure to do this reading. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, and share. Liking the video really helps me and getting it into the algorithm for others to see. Comment down below how it resonated. I'd love to hear it, and I will respond to comments. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I hope you have a good day or night wherever you are. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Welcome. If you guys chose this citrine point, then this is going to be your reading all about love and what's going on right now. Okay, let's put this here and get right into it. I'm going to put your main card here, the overarching energy of the connection you're dealing with or your overall feelings towards love right now. Because some of you may be single, some of you may be in a relationship or situationship. Either way, if you stumbled across this video, then this message is meant for you. And you may find you have messages in other groups as well. If you're drawn to more than one, that is completely normal. But otherwise, let's get right into it. So your main theme, door to romance. Okay, number 33. 33 could be significant. Let's see the ring light. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's put that there. next we're going to lay out some Romance Angel Oracle cards. And I'm going to fix the light a bit. And then we're going to end with some advice here at the end. Each group has 2 advice cards, which are a nice note to end off on. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yes, okay. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Interesting. Okay, let's do some more. Raise your vibration. Ascend. Yeah, ascending is huge. I feel like this is more personal. Okay, anyways, let me just lay the rest out before I start talking. Here and now, number 32. Okay. I'm trying to get them all in the frame so you guys can see them. And peace. Oh, wow. Number 23. I love this card. I love this energy for you, group 2. Peace. Okay. So, let's start here with Door to Romance. I actually want to clarify that right away. But overall, what I'm getting with that being your main card is you could be, I feel like most of you are single. I could be wrong though, but I feel like you're at a stage in your life when it comes to love where things have been a bit wonky and there may have been a recent separation or parting. And it's really caused you to assess yourself. This pay attention to the red flags and worth waiting for is, I feel like that's more directed at you as the person watching this video. It could be somebody you're dealing with. We're going to clarify. Let's do that first. Group 1's message was quite clear. But you guys, it's a bit more vague, so just give me a minute here. This is number 33 about Door to Romance. Three is definitely okay. 333 is definitely significant for you though. You could see multiples of that and kind of have a, what's the word, suspicion, I guess, around number 3. Like you like to do things in 3, which is funny. Me too. 4 of Pentacles, clarifying that. Romance, yeah. And one more card. Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And these 2 came out together. 8 of Swords and 6 of Cups, group 2. So, yeah, this is what I was feeling. I feel like you guys are in the midst of transitioning to rebuilding yourself. There's 2 people, obviously, in the 6 of Cups, and it's very indicative of nostalgia, of past life relationships. Some readers like to see it as that. For me, the 6 of Cups is about sweetness. It is about unconditional love. It's about the past in many ways too. Like nostalgia is really sticking out here. And you could be ruminating about something that didn't work out, something that felt destined and like the story was unfinished. And yeah, I'm picturing this other card from this deck, Unfinished Symphony, and you could be quite stuck on that. And your message here is that anything, when it comes to love right now, anything that fell away, that left your life, or you left it, you felt called to, only take it if it resonates. Because some of you, I feel like this happened to you. It happened for you, not to you, is what Spirit wants me to convey. It happened for you, not to you, so you could get to a state of elevation, so you could empower yourself. There's a lot of red flags within this relationship. There's self-sabotaging tendencies with both of you. There was immaturity. There was overthinking, or there is, I don't know, you could be dealing with this right now and trying to gain clarity and some sort of truth with the Ace of Swords here. And Spirit is saying we have and we will continue to show you until, the world reversed underneath that, until you understand that some things, some people are only in your life for a season or a reason. And it's up to you to really be discerning about that and pay attention to the signs, quite literally pay attention to how they make you feel. And this person that you dealt with, I don't want to make the reading all about them, but I think, it is kind of centered around them too, because you're transitioning out of this energy. This person that you dealt with was very eye-opening, like a catalyst for you to see what values you are holding on to, how you give and receive love, group 2. I think you have a very big heart and you have a very big mind at the same time that gets the best of you. Worth waiting for. I want to clarify that too right away. That's sticking out. I feel like what that's saying though is that your true love is in the future, if you even want that right now. I feel like you're not really thinking about love at the moment and making something work. I feel like you're very tired, which is why here and now is popping up. There's a message about staying present and focusing on yourself. There's a lot of people other than the Six of Cups and Worth Waiting For where they're by themselves in this imagery of the spread. So there's a need to focus on yourself, and I think your spirit knows that too, and you may be at odds with your ego where you're like, but I want to focus on love, I want to rebuild, I want to hold on to what is left, but it's merely an illusion, group 2. I'm so sorry to say, you're realizing the truth of the situation of a past relationship or in general with love. I feel like you're really assessing where your outlook on love has been distorted and where it's been highlighted. There's a contrast of dark and light here. With a focus on the light, you do need to raise your vibration. You do need to rise up past certain self-sabotaging beliefs, and there's a need for forgiveness, group 2. There's a need for forgiveness and to pay attention to the red flags that you put out there and that others show you too. This past person in particular who, I don't know, I just feel like you guys weren't aligned. I'm clarifying this Worth Waiting For. I totally got off track there. Nine of Swords. Oh, I'll show you. Nine of Swords popping out for that. Bottom of the deck. Eight of Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. But interesting, the Eight of Pentacles wanted to come through. So you could be feeling a bit of regret around this relationship and how things ended up. Yeah, how things ended up. With the 8 and 9 of Swords here, there's a lot of worry that it's too late. Give me a second. There's worry that it's too late and it can't be salvaged. And that is not necessarily your concern right now. With the 8 of Wands here, Spirit is, and it's very connected, the Wands to Spirit. Fire is Spirit, and you will know when the next chapter, transition, and energy is going to enter your life and sweep you off your feet. There's a real need to reassess and look at love as a whole and heal your heart, group 2. Heal your heart and to try to make peace with where you've been and where you're at and where you want to go. Not even about the future. It's where you're at right now. The 8 of Wands, there's hope here. There's a holding out for some sort of communication and turn of the tide, turn of events. But I don't feel like that's going to happen anytime soon. I'm sorry, group 2. And you know your situation best. I'm just reading the energy here. But I really don't think that's a possibility with this past person, with this scenario. There's a need to focus on your heart, really, and to become the person that you want to attract, really, to cultivate those attributes and qualities in yourself, because you tend to be in relationships, I feel, where it's a mirror. They mirror exactly what you give to them and vice versa, which isn't bad, but it's also frustrating. I get that. And Spirit saying you need to become more centered in you, in your light qualities, as well as not ignoring the dark, not ignoring your shadow. There's stuff you need to address within your mind and within your heart. And childhood could be quite significant for you. If for some reason you have a child with this person from the past, that could be significant. I don't think that child is going to have any, resentment. I don't think there's going to be any resentment here towards you with the parent or child in this past situationship, but there is some sort of bridging that needs to happen within yourself first to heal how you approach love, so you can project healthy love onto others, so you can love yourself first and set that example, especially if there is children involved. But that's only for a select few of you if you found this message. Yeah, raise your vibration. This is really sticking out too. Don't ignore red flags in any person that you come across. Spirit is saying there's a real congruent nature to your intuition, and you may have ignored that in the past and taken what your ego and mind is saying as a download, when really you are ignoring your intuition and you end up in a sticky situation where it's not balanced, where there is, quick turnarounds on and off, that type of energy. So to really transmute that, the only thing you can do is feed into yourself, group 2. Expand, evolve, raise your vibration. What is some things that group 2 can do, Spirit, to help raise their vibration? I feel really called to pull some of these cards for you. These Louise Hay affirmation cards. Because I know how hard it is to even start this process. But I feel like it's a natural transition for you at this point, where you are being forced to pay attention to what isn't working and what you can do, what you can control to help raise your vibration and evolve. It's about you right now. It's not about this relationship from the past, and it's not about finding a new one. Spirit is saying that will happen. That will happen when it's supposed to. And you need to give yourself the grace and know that you are worth waiting for, that you're worth investing in. What can group 2 do to help raise their vibration? Oh, okay, a lot. One card, Spirit, one card. Definitely do creative stuff, I'm hearing. Yeah, spend more time being creative and spend more time just tuning into your own guidance too. Trust what comes through, especially if it doesn't feel like an anxious feeling. Okay, these 2 cards. I listen to the wisdom of my heart. Place your hand over your heart. Ask your heart what it wants you to know today. Yeah. Get more in touch with your heart. That is the quickest and most simplest way you can start to raise your vibration. What does your heart want you to know today? And it'll be very subtle and very in your face sometimes. But it's all going to be gentle when it comes to the heart, no matter what it tells you. The heart knows. The heart has its own language, so learn to speak it. That will help you raise your vibration and get more in touch with yourself. I am willing to let love in. Oh, that's beautiful. Open your arms wide and say, I'm willing to let love in. It is safe to let love in. Repeat 3 times. So spend more time affirming that you're lovable and really listening to your heart overall, group 2. That way, love will start to magnetize towards you. You will feel a change in your vibration when you focus more on love, not on lack. When you focus on the love you have already and the love you want to cultivate and all the exciting possibilities that can come from love. But the key is being receptive. And that's something that you do need to work on, is being more receptive from a heart space and reintegrating and just learning to love yourself unconditionally. Yeah, you need to learn to love yourself more unconditionally and forgive stuff that needs to be forgiven. And you'll know if it's time. If somebody really hurt and betrayed you, it's not a matter of just saying, I forgive them. It does take time. And Spirit is saying that's okay, but it's something you need to start doing. Something you need to start expressing is forgiveness and any lingering pain, so you make more space in your heart to let love in, group 2. Well, I'm sending you so much love. I know this is a hard time for you. I really do feel that. But you will be okay. There is a light at the end of this tunnel. And your vibration will raise slowly but surely. And I think in like 6 months to a year from now, you're going to be a totally different person if you stay committed. Don't be hard on yourself if you fall off the track and fall into old habits. But if you stay committed to raising your vibration and making healthy choices and investing in yourself, Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's like you're going to be a whole different person energetically and even physically. Let's look at your advice cards now. Number 38. Dream, lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. Yes, and that ties into the heart stuff nicely. Envision the world and the love that you want to cultivate, that you want to be a part of. Dream it into being and watch what happens. That spirit. A rebirth is assured. Yes, I love that. That spirit, number 5. 5 is the number of change. So group 2, a rebirth is assured. That is what you need to know. Just stay committed, stay loving on yourself, and the rest will fall into place. I'm going to call your reading here. Thank you so much if you stayed to watch the whole thing. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm sending you so much love right now as you transition into this next phase of your life. If you liked the video, please give it a like below, comment, share, subscribe. All of that helps my channel and helps the algorithm get it out to others. Thank you again, group 2, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hey, group 3. You guys chose this Inca Jade, this beautiful crystal. And this is going to be your reading all about love messages. Okay, I'm going to place that here. And I'm going to get right into it. There is some pre-shuffled oracle cards. This blue one here is going to be your main theme when it comes to love right now. So this will help me kind of pick up your energy and who you're dealing with, if anybody. And then we're going to end with some advice cards here, as well as clarifying any cards I feel called to with the Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay, let's get right into it. Woman holding a heart. I love that. Number 44. Okay. And then we have, let's do these cards next. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with one another. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Clear, cancel, and release. Okay. I'll show you actually. Thinker. Number 44 again. Holy crap. So 444 is significant for you. Number 4, right away I'm picking up you guys could be parents, mothers, you could have children with this person. But 444 is significant, big time. So I just want to make sure I get all of them in there best I can. And serendipity, number 18. Okay. All right, and we'll do these near the end of the reading. All right, group number 3. Woman holding a heart. So you guys are lovers. You're not fighters. That's what I'm hearing first. I think at the moment you are dealing with someone, group 3. And I'm going to get tarot to clarify the soulmate card and heart-to-heart conversations. But I do believe you are in a stage right now where your heart is wanting to become whole, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying you're not whole on your own or without this person, but I just feel like there's an integral piece of your heart and your healing stage, especially with this clear, cancel, and release card that is culminating to a beautiful, fresh perspective on love and letting someone in more than anything is what I feel. You could be going through a physical glow up right now and be getting lots of attention from your soulmate. I feel like their eyes are on you. You have eyes on you right now in general, group 3, when it comes to love. Any prospects, if you are single, like you are honey to bees to honey right now. You're looking and feeling fine, and it shows in your aura, I feel. But there is something that you need to release. Clear, cancel, and release here. I'm going to clarify that right away. I think it's baggage. I feel like it's baggage, but let's see what Spirit has to say. I'm hearing Bring It All Back by S Club 7. 80s and 90s babies might know that song. If not, you should hear it. It's great. Bring It All Back by S Club 7. So, yeah, that could be significant. Bring it all back to you. There is something in your energetic field that you need to release. Maybe even cut some cords energetically. And that's something that we should always receive assistance with, especially if we're not super spiritually evolved. I wouldn't even do that on my own at this point either. Okay, let's see. 8 of Swords. Interesting. That came out for group 2 as well. Can I get another clarifier? What do they need to clear, cancel, and release? Okay. Page of Swords in reverse. And bottom of the deck is 5 of Wands. Okay. So put that here. What you need to release, my beautiful group 3s, is just a general heaviness around your heart. But how others perceive you is really the main thing I'm picking up on. Your overt masculine qualities, whether you're masculine or feminine by gender, by birth, doesn't matter. You're more of a masculine person, and that is distorting the feminine, nurturing, sweet side of you. I think you're often misunderstood, or you have been misunderstood in love, and you could be going through that with a soulmate right now, where you feel like it's coming to a head. Like you're at the point in the relationship where they're realizing you're self-sabotaging, pushing away. I'm not saying you're doing this, only take it if it resonates. But that being said, we are all guilty of that at some points, especially if we don't feel we deserve love. We accept the love we think we deserve. Perks of a Wallflower. That is coming through. So there could be, that movie could be significant for you somehow. Page of Swords, 8 of Swords upright, and the Thinker here. You need to release overthinking and how others perceive you, because at your essence, group 3, you are very kind, endearing, sweet. You're the whole package at your core, and you are not showing that for some reason, at least to this partner. And I think that's because you've been so hurt in the past and you felt betrayal. And I'm so sorry, group 3, if that's the case. Only take it if it resonates. I don't feel like this soulmate is the one to have caused you that pain necessarily, but I feel like you're anticipating it with them. And Spirit says you need not concern yourself with that, and that you have all the tools to navigate conflict here with anyone, let alone your partners, because you have learned a lot. I feel like you've been through it when it comes to love, and you're very protective over your heart. And this person that you're dealing with as well, I think they're very protective over what you've built with them. And they want to continue to build that and stepping stones towards a bright future. Some of you, this may involve a child as well. Integrating a child, integrating a family in one way or another. And there's fear around doing that, and fear around how you'll be welcomed or perceived with this person's family, and just more so with this person. Take whichever resonates, but the soulmate you're dealing with, I think you're really afraid to show them the true side of you sometimes, and who you're becoming, and the pain around your heart. And your intuition is telling you that it's time to lay all your cards out on the table. Your guides are telling you through this video, if you're watching it to the end, it's time to lay your cards out on the table and have a heart-to-heart conversation from the heart. Like, literally, I can't reiterate that enough. Not in the mind. The mind is good for laying out boundaries, and certain expectations, and talking about the past and where you've been hurt. But even then, the heart comes into the picture when we have those conversations, because that's where we hold space for love and pain that hasn't been released in our body. So ultimately, this release is really sticking out of these words. You need to release this overthinking and this overt doing and feeling like you need to put on a mask around your partner and their loved one sometimes. Only take that if it resonates, because I don't think it's something that you consciously do. I think it's something you do without thinking necessarily, in uncomfortable situations that arise, certain triggers through family or through this soulmate. But what Spirit wants you to know is where this relationship is headed, especially if you met them as well, is an honest, if you just met them, if it's still developing, whether it's still developing or it's in stage 3, and it's moving on to stage 4. What Spirit wants you to know is you are going to have to really be honest with this person soon. And I think you'll know when that conversation comes up, and it'll be unavoidable, and it'll only start to feel worse if you avoid it. Thinking too much will have an opposite effect, because I do feel you really love this person and they really love you, and there's a serendipitous quality to how you met, how you came into each other's lives, and what you have to offer each other. You really do balance each other out. But there is an elephant in the room when it comes to you or your person. I'm putting it more on you because I feel like I'm reading your energy more than anything. And the woman holding a heart, feminine qualities, not even the qualities, it's just the feminine energy that is dying to come through group 3. It really wants to just love and be loved. Let yourself be loved is what I'm hearing. But that precedes having this conversation and releasing the overthinking, releasing what you cannot control. If this relationship is meant to stand the test of time, it will. 100% it will. And Spirit is saying, let us do the heavy lifting. Let us lift you up and enlighten you through love. You, of course, need to do your part and stay open and get in touch with how your heart's truly feeling. There's a need to really just release any energy that isn't yours, especially if you're sensitive, and release any expectations, control around what you think should happen and what you want to happen. What will happen is going to happen regardless of your wants. So I'm sorry, but that's the truth. It's going to happen regardless of how you hope it would. And I don't mean to instill any fear or anything there. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm just saying release any control, because Spirit's got a plan for this connection, and it's got a plan for you and your next stage of loving and being loved. And a big part of that is being more in touch with your feminine side, group 3, with the sides of you, that side of you that you don't really let others see. I feel like that's a very precious, attractive, beautiful side of you. I just, right away when that card came out, Mother came through. So maybe it's a relationship with your mother as well that you need to kind of clear some energy out there and have a heart-to-heart conversation. For some of you, that is the case. Only take it if it resonates. But somehow it's tied to your feminine aspects, which we all have. And there's a real call for you to open your heart and to let things flow more. Even if it's uncomfortable or a little painful, have that conversation. Cry. Let yourself feel. I don't think that's something you've allowed yourself to do wholeheartedly in a long time, group 3, no matter your gender. So continue to stay on this path of releasing. And when you get in your own head, observe the thought, release it, and do something that requires focus. I'm hearing journaling could be a good outlet for you, as well as exercise. So if you do go to the gym, then good on you. I wish I could be a gym rat again, but I have to rebuild that habit. Exercise, movement, and free flow expression is going to be super beneficial to help get this relationship to the next level if you are in one. And to ascend to a higher level of commitment, that is what your soulmate wants and what you want in your heart. I really feel that, but there is that elephant in the room here where you guys need to, well, you especially need to open your heart and feel and have an honest conversation with either your soulmate, your mother, and most importantly, yourself. You need to accept certain things that have happened to you that have been painful. And I'm so sorry, especially if these are recent things like the loss of a loved one. And I'm not saying get over it by any means. I'm just saying we need to accept what has happened and do our best to honor our heart and to keep moving forward and to not concern ourselves with the timing of things and what loved ones will think of this relationship. If that's something you're worried about, the approval of others, Spirit's saying, fuck it. Don't worry yourself with that, because this will stand the test of time if it is meant to, and people come around. People will always come around, group 3. So I know that was a lot of messages in one little spiel there, but I think the right ones will resonate with those of you who chose this pile. And by having this heart-to-heart conversation with you know who, then a foundation of your inner world will really become solid and reflect your relationship with your soulmate, because they're going to notice a change in you, group 3. But it all starts from within, and a big, most important part of that is releasing and letting yourself be loved more than anything. letting energy flow where it needs to, even if it's uncomfortable. Nothing stays the same. Everything changes, and you are really in the midst of that. So that's scary, but it's scarier almost to overthink things because they start to become reality, or they can become our perception, which then becomes our reality. So I wanted to put one of these cards for you for an affirmation and advice, something that can help you get more so out of your head and into your heart. This is beautiful. I am beautiful and everyone loves me. On the back, I am beautiful and everyone loves me. Carry this thought with you today and notice the effect on you and others. Oh, that's so cool. It's so fitting to what I was just saying, was it not? When you do that inner work to release and feel what you need to feel and build a foundation inside first and connect to your feminine qualities and express and believe that you are lovable more than anything. Belief is so powerful. Love is so powerful. Combine those with you, with how you identify that you're beautiful and everyone loves you. Then just watch the effect it has over time, especially if you affirm this to yourself on the daily. You are going to notice more positive interactions, more meaningful change, more heart-to-heart conversations, and attracting more people who are aligned with you, group 3, who don't want to change your relationship or change your expression. Side note. Take that only if it resonates, because I do think there are certain family members in this dynamic that could be quite invasive at times and intrusive with how the relationship's going, or, just kind of a bit of secretivity. Wow, I can't talk. Secrets around that, and wanting to just put their nose in your guys' business. But okay, I regress. Let's just look at what's on the bottom of the deck for you and see your other cards for final advice. Memo to self. Remember to enjoy the miracle of existence today. I choose happiness. Yeah. Choose happiness more, group 3. Observe these thoughts when they come in, especially if they're intrusive, and let them go. You don't need to believe everything you think, but happiness truly is an inside job. And you are coming into that every day. The more you do the work, the more you get in touch with your heart and release what isn't yours to carry. Okay, group 3, that's so beautiful. I want to put this card here. Choose happiness. Yes. Your spirit animal totem cards for advice. Wolf spirit, 67. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Yes. Turn knowledge into wisdom. I love that. So utilize your journey, what you've been through, what you don't want to repeat, conflict resolution, all that jazz, and turn it into wisdom. Wolf spirit. That could be a sign when you see wolves and symbolism of that in movies, in real life, that you are progressing along this path of happiness and ascension. Starfish spirit, number 59. Open to infinite possibility. Gorgeous. I love this for you, group 3. I'm reminded of SpongeBob. I guess this is making me think of Patrick, but you can choose happiness. You can choose love. And we're not going to feel it all the time. That's not realistic. but it is always there to tap into and to come home to. It's all a part of the journey of being human, is learning how to love and let yourself be loved, despite everything else we've gone through and will continue to go through. Okay, group 3, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. If you stayed from start to finish, I appreciate that so much. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, comment how it resonated, subscribe. Any one of those actions helps the algorithm and helps my channel and helps me make more videos like this. Thank you once again. I appreciate you letting me tap into your energy, and I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light. Have a good day or night wherever you are. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.